All right, second half of the state qualifying game between your Class D1 champions, Finney Falcons, and the Class D2 champions, the Avoca Tigers. Game coming to you live from Avon High School, hosting. Finney's playing as the home team in their home green uniforms, the Avoca Tigers in their road whites with the maroon shorts. Finney has the lead right now, 2-0, with goals from Emmanuel Rabingu and from Ian Lau. And Finney sets the ball in motion as the clock starts, and the second half is underway. And Lau with the ball here on the near sideline sends it across the middle to James Siderishan, streaming down, who just rolls it over, crosses it to Rabingu, whose shot goes high, and Obingu, whose shot goes high and over the goal. Goal kick coming up for Avoca.
Broccoli, cauliflower, they mix that together.
There's the kick. Pretty short kick, and Finney was first too, but Avoca now setting it up. And Finney gets it to the outside, has Ian Lau there, keeps it in bounds, keeps it in play. Crosses it to the middle, and the goalkeeper is able to handle that and punts it. Comes down just across midfield. Avoca trying to move it down the field, but Jake Terrell interrupted that. Really physical play going on between Avoca's striker and Jake Terrell and all the defenders, but mostly Jake Terrell. They're really playing very tight, playing a very physical game. Avoca here with the ball. Sends it to midfield. Finney gets a head on it. And now Ian Lau with the ball. Gets it past one defender and up to Keegan Oker. Oker takes it down the field. Crosses from two defenders. Gets past a third. Sends it out to Rabingu, whose shot bounces off an Avoca player. And so we have... Now it looks like the call was offsides. Okay, so Finney offsides. About 15 yards in front of the goal. So kick coming up for Avoca. Low driving kick comes down about the football 45. And the ball goes to the far sideline. Finney keeping it in play. Avoca trying to take it away and get it down the field. They're able to do that, and they're able to keep it going. Finney's defenders pull up and make the play. Get it to this side of the field. Ian Lau here with it, trying to make something happen. Avoca gets the ball rolling again, sends it to midfield. Daniel Siderishan clears it out, sends it upfield. We get it to Keegan Oker, who sends it to Rabingu. Rabingu down there with one man to beat, fighting for the ball. Now the defenders pull up, and Avoca sends it almost to midfield. Finney returns. Ian Lau gets it to the outside, gets some help, and it goes down and out. And the call is Finney ball here on the near sideline, deep in Tigers territory. Lau with the throw. Just drops it right there to Keegan Oker. Keegan Oker looked to do the secret backwards pass, but Lau had moved out of position. Would have been a nice move if it had worked. Avoca's throw down the sideline. Still in play. Finney feet get on there. And Oker gets the ball out of there. Daniel Siderishin crosses it. Tries to get it to Connor Terrell. But Avoca gets feet on the ball, gets it moving upfield. Finney blocks that pass. But Avoca pulls up and sends it deep. And Ian Lau comes up and steals that pass from Avoca. Connor Terrell coming in for assistance. And Avoca clears it out of bounds. So it's going to be Finney ball coming in far sideline. James Siderishin with the throw. Just tosses it into Keegan Oker. Keegan sends it down towards the goal, and the goalie comes out and grabs it. It's a quick punt over midfield. Finney is first two, pops it up in the air. Still going back and forth, player to player, team to team, right around midfield. And Connor Terrell gets the ball out to the outside. And Avoca again gets the ball back, going back and forth now across midfield. Avoca with a send, but Finney's defenders return it. And Avoca gets a good send. Can they get there in time? They make the corner, and the ball goes out across the back line. And the call is goal kick for the Falcons. We've got a couple of substitutions. Both teams making a substitution here. Paul Perticone stepping out for the Falcons for the moment. Here's your goal kick off the foot of Keegan Oker. High kick, crosses midfield, and Rabingu takes a tumble. What's the call here? Call goes against the Falcons. It's a quick, direct kick down the field, but Finney was ready for it and sends it back up the field. Oker tries to move it, but Avoca steals it. Fancy footwork there, and it gets back to Finney. There's a send to Rabingu, but a little too far perhaps. Avoca turns it upfield, gets past Lau, and it goes out of bounds off of Finney. So it's Avoca's ball here near sideline with a throw. Throw goes in, and Finney settles it and sends it. Connor Terrell keeps it moving. Avoca turns it. Finney again with the ball. Ian Lau makes a move. Gets it up the field. Back to Lau. Lau crossing, sends it to Rabingu. Rabingu drums up short. And Avoca clears it deep. And it's Finney ball here on the near sideline. Deep ball. And Avoca sends it out of bounds. So we've got Finney ball here, near sideline. Keegan Oker to send it in. Looks like he's going to throw it deep. No, it does a quick short drop to Ian Lau. Back to Keegan, who crosses it to the middle. Off the hand of the goalkeeper, still bouncing around down there. And Avoca clears it. Finney gets it back. He gets it outside to Lau. Lau making some moves. Gets past a couple of players. Gets it over to Connor Terrell. And Avoca steals it there. Starts moving it up the field. Avoca looking for an opportunity. Sends it. And Finney's player falls to the ground. No foul play there. Just a slip. So Avoca is still alive with the ball. Crosses it to the middle. And Finney clears it up the field. Connor Terrell sends it. Has Lau here nearby. Avoca, though, gets the ball. Makes a move. Oker slows it down, but Avoca is still in control of the ball. Daniel Siderisha now sends it out of bounds. It's going to be... No. That's going to be Finney ball. So it must have gone out off of an Avoca player. Keegan Oker with the deep ball to Emmanuel Rabingu. Rabingu gets past one, but then a second Avoca defender is able to keep that ball. And it goes out of bounds. And the call is Avoca ball from just about the corner. Avoca with the throw. There's the throw down the sideline. Hits a Finney first. Still bouncing around off of players. And yeah, a little bit extra effort there from Keegan Oker. Kick. There's the kick. Low driving kick goes well into Finney territory. And Avoca's making a run. There's the shot, but it's high and over the crossbar. So goal kick coming up for the Falcons. No goal for the Tigers. Keegan Oker trotting down to take the goal kick. Kick is long and high, crosses midfield. And Stephen Folkerts grabs that ball. A long shot from Avoca. His punt is short and high. Bouncing back and forth between teams. And Avoca clears it to the sideline. It's going to be Finney ball here on the near sideline. Keegan Oker with the throw. Sends it to Rabingu. And Avoca sends it back up the sideline and out of bounds. So Finney ball again here near sideline. Ball gets to Ian Lau. Lau making a move, gets across the field. Still with the ball. And Avoca sends it back. Finney bringing the ball back now. Back and forth between the teams. Now Avoca sends it deep, and that ball is going to sail out of bounds. Jake Terrell heading over to send it in deep in Finney territory, far sideline. Ball goes up the sideline. Finney keeps it moving. And Avoca gets a foot on it. Crosses it to the middle. Finney's defenders are there. Pop it up. And we have a whistle. We have a whistle that will result in a direct kick for Avoca. Quickly makes the kick. Gets it down. They've got a man down there. There's a shot that's going to go wide right. And so we have a goal kick coming up for the Falcons. Keegan Oker down there to set up the kick. He's going to do it on the near side of the box. There's the kick. Gets some air to it. Crosses midfield. And Lau is right there with it. And taking it across midfield. Gets it to Connor Terrell. Terrell sends it back to the outside. And Avoca clears it out of bounds. So we have Finney ball here on the near sideline. Daniel Siderition steps up to toss it in. Gets it over to Rabingu. Going to the middle, Keegan Oker moving the ball up the field, takes a shot, and the shot is just high, a foot or two above the crossbar. So Avoca with the goal kick. Avoca making a substitution now also. Here's the kick. Low, short. Avoca's first two. Avoca still pursuing the ball. Does a good job of keeping it in play. Finney is able to get it though. Connor Terrell getting it up to Rabingu. And then Avoca clearing it back to their striker. Avoca moving it down the field. And Finney clears it sideline. So it's going to be Avoca ball coming in far sideline in front of the Avoca bench. Both teams pull up. There's a throw, a long throw in towards the middle of the field and towards the goal. The ball's still alive. Avoca still with an opportunity down here. Ball still bouncing around. Avoca's still trying to set something up. Eddie Lau clears it down the field. Avoca pursues it and just watches it almost go out of bounds and sends it down the sideline. Back into Finney territory. Finney clears it out of bounds. So we're going to have Avoca ball, far sideline. Coming in front of the Avoca bench. There's a throw, a high, long throw. Deep down the field, and Stephen Folkerts comes out and grabs it from the goalkeeper position, and he's able to set up a punt. Punt from Folkerts is high, crosses midfield. Avoca's first two, and we have a whistle. Not sure what the call was, but it's a direct kick for Avoca from the football 45. Kick is low, comes to the ground outside the box. And Folkerts shepherds the ball out of bounds. Setting up a goal kick. And Keegan Oker heads over to take the goal kick, far side of the box. And there's the kick. Kick is high. Comes down short of midfield. Finney trying to set up a play. And Avoca comes up, gets a body on the ball. Avoca moving the ball. Has a runner, has a man to beat. And Wow, Stephen Folkerts dives on top of the ball, saving that. He was the last man to beat down there and was able to get to the ball. And we have a whistle. We're going to have a direct kick for Avoca as Ian Lau touched the ball with his hands as he went to the ground. So the direct kick from about 35 yards out. Short kick over the middle. And there's a shot that just goes wide right. So a goal kick coming up for the Falcons.
Most kids know who's there.
If you said his last name, I would know it because he comes up the rock.
Just a rolling kick to the outside. Lau moving it now. Ian sends it to the outside. He has Johnny there. And that is Finney ball. Lau with a throw to Oker. Oker sends it back. Gianni passes it in to Keegan. And Avoca gets a good foot on it, sends it down the field, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Finney ball here near sideline, just their side of midfield. Avoca clears it out of bounds again. So we have another Finney throw coming up here on the near sideline. Keegan Oker with a throw this time. Gets it to Ian Lau. Lau makes one man miss, gets it past another, and then Avoca gets a foot on it. Welcome back from our sideline with a throw. They are in Tigers territory. And there's a send that goes to the goalkeeper. Good save from the keeper for Avoca. Sets up a punt. Punt crosses midfield and hits an Avoca hand first thing. Unfortunate for Avoca. There wasn't much they could do about that. Direct kick from Oker goes right down to Lau. Lau crossing it, gets it to, and Rabingu's shot rolled wide right, so we have a goal kick coming up for Avoca. There's a kick. Low driving kick comes to down right at midfield. Avoca gets good pass down. And the pass from Oker just has a little too much on it. Goes across the back line, and it's a goal kick for Avoca. "15 minutes to go here in the second half. The Finney Falcons lead the Avoca Tigers by a score of 2-0. Avoca with the throw here on the near sideline at midfield. Tosses down the sideline. And Stephen Folkert's getting some help from his teammates and clearing the ball out of the box down there. Ball is still down there, though, still alive, and Jake Terrell sends it up the field. All right, that last offensive had a call against Finney, which produced a direct kick, brought the ball down here for Avoca. Avoca now trying to make something out of it. It's the ball into the middle, but the shot is just high. Way too high. Goal kick coming up for the Falcons, and we've got a substitution here. Magliato. Goal kick from the Falcons, crosses midfield.
We got a lot of loose balls. I love them.
Players get in a tangle, but there's no call over there. And Jake Terrell sends it up the sideline. Ball stays in play and goes out off of Avoca. So still Finney ball over there. And now, yes, still Finney ball. Here's another throw. James Siderition with the throw on the sideline. Ball gets out to the middle. Oker gets it to the sideline. Lau moving the ball back across the middle again. Takes a shot. Off the hands of the goalie, but he's able to gather it in. Just as a quick hurl up the field. Has a man streaming down the sideline. Avoca carrying the ball. Now a pass out to the middle. And a sliding kick sends the ball to Stephen Folkerts, who grabs it.
No, you can't pass that to the goalie. You pedal it up. Go ahead, that guy.
Now Rabingu streaming down the sideline, crosses it to Connor Terrell. Connor tries to get it out to Lau, but Avoca is there. And the ball comes to the sideline. And we have a call against Finney here, deep in their own territory. It's going to be Avoca with a kick. From the hash marks right in front of the goal. They just do a quick. And we had a bit of a tangle down here. Jake Terrell went rolling, and we get a direct kick call for Finney. So Keegan Oker lining up about 30 yards in front of his own goal to send it the other way. So Lau's shot twice off of the goalkeeper for Avoca. No goal. Good saves for Avoca. And the goalkeeper's going to grab this one. So punt coming up for Avoca. Just under 7 minutes to go in the second half. Finney still holding a 2-0 lead over the Avoca Tigers. No score in the goals scored here in the second half for either team. And we're back. Nothing of consequence happening while you were gone.
We played softball over there.
And we get a call. Kick from the goal. Ball goes out in front of the goal. Takes a Finney bounce, and Finney gets it out of there.
Lion, I got a call that night.
He was, he's the one that
Avoca turns it back.
the kids came up to
Have a man in pursuit.
said the kids walked in.
Keeps the ball in play. Crosses it. And Rabingu clears it down the sideline. Still in play. It's still a Avoca ball over there. Yeah. And an Avoca player goes to the ground, drawing a call from the refs. So it's a direct kick for Avoca. Again, about 30 yards out from the goal, near the sideline. And it goes directly to Focus, who handles it and sends it right to Ian Lau. Lau passes it to a streaking Keegan Oker. And Avoca gets it going back the other way. And Emmanuel Rabingu is on the ground, not getting up. Ball, now he's up. Okay. And we have a substitution here for Finney. Matt Magliato coming in. Ian Lau stepping out. Rabingu is still in the game. Daniel Siderishin sends it down the sideline. Magliato tries to get in there. Oker comes in, gets the ball. Oker now crossing the field. Oker sends it back to Magliato, who takes a shot. The goalkeeper is there. He makes another save for Avoca. Avoca now trying to get the ball up the field. They're on the far sideline, not making any progress. Ball's still inbound, still in play. Now they start to move. And they send it out, and Folkerts comes out and grabs it. 2:45 left to go here in the game.
We got the punt right there. They put like this. He's gonna walk on the court.
And James Siderishin goes to the ground, bringing up a direct kick for the Falcons from just shy of midfield. Keegan Oker lining it up.
Yeah.
Here's your kick. Long, strong kick. Avoca sends it back the other way. And Avoca gets a nice deep send. And Finney had kept it in bounds. Avoca comes up and clears it out of bounds. So Daniel Siderishin sending the ball back in now for the Falcons on the sideline. Tosses it in to Keegan Oker, who gets a bit of a push, and the ball goes out, and they're calling it a Avoca ball. Quick send. Finney sends it to the middle. Avoca trying to make something of the opportunity. And Oker gets the ball taken away with a great slide kick. And Avoca crosses it back into the middle. Avoca now setting up a kick. Ball's bouncing around down there.
1 minute remaining.
And we've got less than 60 seconds to go till we get to the end of the game. Avoca trying to field it. The ball goes the wrong way as the Avoca goalkeeper sends it back. Deep send from Avoca, has an opportunity here. We've got a man streaming down there. And Finney returns it, gets it back up the other way. Avoca takes a deep shot. Ball goes towards the other side. Stephen Folkerts follows it out of bounds.
Seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
And that's the game. The final score, Finney 2, Avoca 0 as Finney advances. And Avoca's
With the
season
win,
comes
CG
to an
Finney
end.
will take on North Collins this Friday at 5 p.m. at Sweet Home.
So Finney will take on North Collins at 5 p.m. on Friday at Sweet Home. That's the next game in the Class D Championship Series here for the state of New York. Have a good night, everybody.
Oh, you keep them.